Hey guys, welcome back to What We Eat Tonight. It's Jennifer. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. It's good to see you again. This is going to be another What I Eat in a Week video, Taiwanese food edition. I'm currently back in my hometown, Taiwan, and I'm in the countryside of Hualien, just kind of living a little country life. So many bugs here. It's during summertime, so it's super hot and so many mosquitoes. Anyway, this video is going to be about what I eat in a week, but all Taiwanese. So actually, this is my second What I Eat in a Week video. The other one is food that I ate while working at a restaurant. I would recommend watching that one first. And the food that you're about to see in this video is going to be very, very different. Almost kind of shocking to some people, I would say. About a month and a half ago, I said bye to my little cat Billy Bob and my boyfriend temporarily, and I hopped on a plane and flew back to my hometown, Taiwan. It's been a little over a year since I last visited. Once I got in, I had to complete the mandatory 2-week quarantine. I managed to keep myself busy and entertained, so 2 weeks actually wasn't too bad. It flew by very fast. And I would say the best part about being in quarantine is that it's nice to have some alone time and I get to look like shit the whole time. After I was done with my quarantine, I didn't stay in the city for too long. Me and my parents, we drove down to Hualien, which is located on the eastern side of Taiwan. My mom grew up here, so we visit very often. It's absolutely gorgeous here. Friday morning, I woke up super early, had my morning coffee, and I headed over to the local market with my mom. She wanted to buy some pork belly. After the market, we went to a traditional Taiwanese breakfast spot to get some breakfast. This is where they make the fried dough. There's the fryer, and you can see there's a little bit of dough on the table. And this is everything we got. We got a Taiwanese egg crepe, some scallion pancakes, some steamed buns, soy milk, and that is a fried dough wrapped in more scallion pancake with sesame. And here's my mom taking out of that big ass and super fat pork belly that she bought. She was planning on making bacon with that big hunk of meat. For dinner, we had some stir-fried clams with asparagus and a chicken soup with bamboo shoots and some pork. And a boiled pork cheek with a dipping sauce of kumquat, garlic, Thai basil, and soy sauce. Absolutely delicious. On this beautiful day, we went to a nearby park that had a hiking trail, and over there you could overlook the entire rice field and the mountains. The view is just absolutely breathtaking. This is why I love the countryside of Taiwan so much. Okay, I cannot remember when was the last time I actually had an all-you-can-eat buffet-style lunch. Because of COVID, this type of food was non-existent in the United States. Everything was closed. They had a bunch of vegetables, everything was so fresh, as well as a dipping sauce bar. You could grab whatever you want, everything was delicious. After stuffing my face to the fullest, I walked out of the shabu shabu spot and saw that there was a donut shop right outside. This is a super famous Japanese donut chain. They have locations all over Japan, all over Taiwan. They even have it at some 7-Eleven. It's crazy. Their donuts are really good. They're famous for their mochi donuts, which I believe are now very popular in Los Angeles. I've seen it at some Japanese grocery stores, but they're kind of expensive. So naturally, I had to get some. Look at that box, it's so cute. I got half a dozen, so for dinner, I had a glass of milk and a strawberry mochi donut. It was a lazy Sunday. I woke up kind of late, had my usual coffee, and my mom made some rice soup with some pork and teeny tiny shrimp and a very unusual ingredient, bottle gourd. If you don't know what bottle gourd is, it's this thing. It's basically a type of squash, and you could dry it out and make a bottle or a bowl out of it. For dessert, I decided to try out this really unusual flavor of ice cream bar. It was salted duck egg with boba flavor. It looked really weird at first, but it actually tasted really good. I really liked it. Around 5 p.m., all of our neighbors came outside, and I just want to show you this is how we throw away garbage in Taiwan. At a certain time, the garbage truck would come and you just bring your garbage outside and throw it away. This is a good time for the neighbors to chit-chat and hang out, and then afterwards, it just drives away. Pretty cool, huh? Dinner was pretty simple. I just had a bowl of beef noodle soup, and after dinner I went outside to take some pictures, and this is the view in front of the house. Isn't it just so beautiful out here? On Monday morning, we went to visit my grandma, and I want to show you something real quick. Come with me. Aww, look at all these little baby chickens. I got some bad news for you. If you're thinking that these are her pets, they're not. She's raising them to be food. For lunch, we went to one of my grandma's favorite restaurants. This place was kind of a hole in the wall. It was a little dirty, but the food was really, really good, so who cares? My favorite dish of the day was this fried tiny fish. I don't know what type of fish this is, but you basically just dip it in some MSG with white pepper, and it's so crunchy and you can eat the whole thing. We also got some boiled chicken, and that goes really well with that garlic and Thai basil dipping sauce, and there were some sauteed peppers and some tofu, and this I believe was some type of game bird, although I'm not really sure what type of bird it was. Maybe it was squab or quail. It could be quail too. I'm not really sure what I was eating here, but hey, you know what? When food is on the table, I just shove it in my mouth. And to be honest, it tasted really, really good. It was very flavorful, very juicy. And I sent a picture to my boyfriend Andy, and this was his reaction. He said, "Why does your food have a head?" And I was like, "Why not?" I guess one dessert wasn't enough, so we stopped to get some shaved ice. It's got some sugar cane syrup, sweetened red beans, and taro. It was nice and refreshing on a hot day like this. One thing I noticed that's everywhere in Hualien is mango tree. We have one right outside our house, and look at all those mangoes. They're just about to turn red. I don't know if they're sweet or not. I've never tried it. Maybe I should give it a try. And speaking of mangoes, these are the mangoes I saw at the market the other day. These are a different variety, and these are my absolute favorite. Look at that beautiful color. I have to say these are the best mangoes I've ever had in my entire life. I have no idea how these farmers grow these mangoes, but they're so sweet. They're not fibrous at all and so flavorful. In the late afternoon, we needed to run some errands, and my mom wanted to get some groceries, so we went to this really cool grocery store. I think it's very cool because this grocery store sells locally grown produce, and each produce has a picture of the farmer that grows that particular fruit or veggie. After the grocery store, we went to a very famous wonton shop to get some uncooked wontons so we could take them home and cook them ourselves. Before dinner time, I just want to show you this goose egg that we bought. It's huge compared to this teeny tiny duck egg. It's so cute. And that's a regular chicken egg. And here are all the eggs after they've been boiled. Can you tell which one is which? Actually, this one is a regular chicken egg, and over here, right next to it, that is a goose egg. You could tell by the whites. The whites of goose egg is actually a lot more translucent compared to the chicken egg. And that over there is a duck egg. The yolk is a lot bigger, and that again is goose egg. Wednesday's breakfast was my favorite. These are called cartwheel pancakes because they look like, well, cartwheels. They have different flavors like red bean paste. They even have savory flavors like cabbage and pickled radish. My favorite one is custard flavor. They're nice and steamy. I almost burned my mouth eating these. These are so delicious. In this household, we eat a lot of fish. These are milkfish heads. My mom loves buying seafood, so I grew up eating a lot of fish. And there she is sauteing some teeny tiny baby fish. And there's also some tofu with some steamed pork and sauteed veggies. And here comes my favorite part of the fish. Fish eyeball. Look at that. It's so slimy. Yum! Remember that big ass hunk of pork belly that my mom bought a few days ago and she was gonna make bacon with it? Well, here it is. Stay tuned. There will be a video on how to make homemade bacon coming soon. It's been a while since I made any bread, so I decided to make a focaccia. This was a no-knead focaccia, very easy. I just mixed up the dough the night before and the next morning just pour everything, yes, literally just pour everything into a cast iron, put some olive oil in it and baked it off, and here it is. It was golden brown and gorgeous. Lunch, we had some fish and sauteed green beans with eggplant and congee with fried dough on top and sandrio egg and pork. After lunch, I went out to get some stuff. Gotta wear a mask everywhere I go because COVID is still a thing in Taiwan. I really hope they could beat this soon. That one. That's the one. I got a brown sugar boba milk with cream and a taro brown sugar milk with grass jelly. It was a little bit on the sweet side, but overall really good. 8 out of 10. Finally, this was the last dinner of the week. I made some chopped liver with apples and onion to go with that focaccia that I made earlier and a cheesecake that my mom made. Alright guys, so that is everything I ate in a week while living in the countryside of Taiwan. If you like today's video, if you find today's video interesting, make sure you're subscribed to our channel, give us a like, share this video with your friends and family. And I'm just gonna keep it super short today and hopefully we'll see you back here next time. Bye!